morning, you beautiful lot, and welcome back to the channel. And thanks so much for coming back. For those who haven't been back, welcome to the channel. Yeah, you join us on part 2 of the van build. Yeah, we're converting Steve's van. It's a Vauxhall Vivaro. Yeah, long wheelbase, low top. Yeah, lovely little van. Ideal, nice little camper. So we're in the process of converting that. We've just been waiting for some materials to get delivered from ikea, because we bought the units from ikea. Didn't have them in stock, and I've just had the phone call now. They've been delivered. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prepare Lancelot for battle, shall we say. Yeah, I'm just going to rattle everything away, and I'm going to make my way down back into Liverpool. I'm up in mountains at the moment, up in the mountains. There you go. What a professional. You could hardly see the transition there, could you? Being outside and back in here. Yeah, a bit of a misty old morning out there. It'll be alright. We'll be fine. We'll get this van finished. We'll get it all boxed up. So yeah, that's where I'm going now. I'm just going to finish my cup of coffee and we're heading up into, Liverpool. I'll see you down there in a little bit. Yeah, beautiful lot. God bless you. Back at the van, back at the project. Look at that. The deliveries turned up. All I've got to do is put them together and put them in.
Oh, right, okay, sorry about that.
The easiest way to work out how this is all going to go together, I reckon, is pop them all in and see what sort of size plinth we're going to put with it. So we'll just mock them all up dry first. We put a 3-inch plinth underneath that there. That'll lift this up here and that'll just slide over the top of the bed. Basically what it's going to look like that. We'll just clad that base, that plinth now, and then all the electrics are going to go in that square there. That's it. That's obviously the back of the units there, and we want to allow for a couple of water containers, wastewater, fresh water. So these T's here, this is the back of the unit. This is all the back of the unit. These T's are to support here and here. So I'll just screw these up and that'll support the joints. Here we go now with the tricky bit, the old worktop. Because it's got to be scribed in that direction and this direction. Hang on, let's just try and get you a bit. yeah, I've got to kind of tuck it in that far corner there, and at the same time get the radiuses here for this here and bring it to the end of the hence IKEA to the rescue. Yeah, cardboard. I'm going to do a cardboard template. It'd be pretty much impossible to try and work those radiuses out without some form of template, because it's got to go in and that way. There we go. You can kind of see the template laid out like that. And what you do is you do it in two halves. You do this half and this half. And you can get that side fitting properly in there. You can get that side fitting properly in there. And then when you're happy, you just draw a line right up the middle here. And then you know when they're both pieces of cardboard are on that line, those scribes will be right. So you can see the way the template's laid out now on the board, like that. Got our centre line mark there. Give us that scribe. There you go, and that's we just kind of get it cut in. Just needs fixing down now, pretty much. We put a little end on it. Okay, finish the end off. The electrics will go in there. And these are all dividers. We're going to put a cover over the plinth there. We'll cover that up. The upstand on the unit now. Yep. Yeah, Steve's busy sanding the old worktop down, and while he's doing that, and I'm onto the electricery department. So the great thing about these units, they've all got these sort of pigeonholes in, and the whole idea is that we put slip these little dividers in, like that, and then this is our switch bank, and we're going to mount that in there, like that, so he hasn't got to get out of bed. He won't have to get out of bed to turn his lights or his heater on. So I'm just going to cut a block of timber out to fit in there, mount that into the timber, wire it up, stay in it, job's done. So all we do now is just get a couple of offcuts with 2B1, put them in there, a couple of cleats to hold use that as a spacer to the front edge. Then when we put the actual panel back on, it'll sit just back from the edge, probably about half an inch, 12mm to you modern boys and girls. There we go. Done the same on the divider. That will just slide right on in there now. Yep. I can't bring the face panel in because Steve's just painted it. You get the idea. Popped a little hole through there, like a little nest box, isn't it? So over the top there, that's the wires that we're going to be using for the light in there. So everything's going to come through the hole there, and it's all going to be powered by the power station below there. Very good. Yeah, so my first job's going to be extending these cables here. See, they did a great job of the interior, don't get me wrong, they surely did, but I think the Sparky must have thought 3 inches would be more than adequate. I was supposed to get a switch on that and a power supply to it. As you can see, there's a little housing, as it were. If we pull those through, we pop this little lighter in here. And then we just fit the plate on there. Extended the cables through, now we've got that. So basically all these cables here are going to do is the front lights and the back lights, and that's it. So wiring this up, we got basically we just terminate the two black, the negatives together into a little block. Just in these little blocks before, you just pop them open with a little kind of, then put the wire in and shut them up. So that's what we're going to do. We take off the switch, the gang switch here. Just take the black wire off that, bit hard to see in the dark. That's the neutral off here, and we just terminate that in with all the neutrals here. That takes care of those. We've got two lives left here now, so we just decide which switch you want to do to switch your lights on, basically. So that's the other thing I need to mention, is these come with fuses in them, and as a rule they have what is that? It's got a 15 amp fuse, which is too much for the lights. You know, you just need to have a little look and make sure you put the correct fuses into these. So 15 is too much for the lights, so we'll have to change these fuses out. They're the little tiny ones, these ones, rather than the big. I've got loads of the big ones, but I haven't got the little ones. So the first light switch, we'll just take the first switch there, which is going to be, do you want it to be the front or the back lights, Steve?
Back, please.
The back, yeah. So the first one, which would be nearest to you. So he said that the yellow one, didn't he? He said the yellow one is the back lights or the front lights. That's got the yellow jiggery pokery on it. All we need to do is get a little connector block. Same principle. Just lift the little tabs up. Push your wires into the holes there. They're ideal if you ever need to change anything. If you ever need to change your lights or do any work on them, you know, you've no mad permanent connection. I've forgotten which is the yellow one now. It's that one. On the back of the switch panel, you do have, which inevitably comes from the 12-volt cigarette lighter supply there. On the back of that one, that's your live in and your neutral out. So that'll get terminated in the same block as all the other neutrals. That'll just go into that block there, and that will go to the power station. Have to do is, when we wire the next thing up, we'll have to get a little buzz bar, and that'll be all your neutrals on it, because there's just too many going into here. Because you've got that one into there, your lights, and this is a heavy duty cigarette lighter plug that I've got. So the other one doesn't look long enough, is it? I'll have to extend that as well. The cigarette lighter plug that we've got, it only came with a short bit of cable, which is heavy duty, which is great, but I haven't got any more of that cable at the moment. So because we're only running the lights in here and they're very low voltage, I've just used a bit of lighter cable because that's all it's going to be running, and then we'll pick a bit of that just to get the van going, and we'll pick a bit of that heavier duty cable up and just swap that out, because it does need to be a little bit more substantial, especially if you start running into diesel heaters and things that are pulling a bit more. So you imagine that is the other end of that is like a cigarette lighter plug, and we'll just get a little bit closer. Yeah, look at that. You and me getting close together. Again, that's obviously the neutral off the two lights, the neutral from the switch, and now this is the neutral from the cigarette lighter plug, which is going to go into the power station. So what we'll do is, once we start putting a few more bits and pieces in, I'll probably swap this out and duck down. Yeah, once we start putting a few more bits in, I'll swap this out. That's only got like 5 connections. There's only one spare, and we'll put like a mini buzz bar in, just somewhere to terminate all the neutrals, keep them all out the way. That's that. We'll just pop this one on now. That looks like a rat's nest already, doesn't it? Looks right mess, doesn't it? But that's the size of it. Just to recap: power in, cigarette lighter socket, neutral in, terminated block, and then just a live to the lights, other live to the lights, and then the neutrals go to the neutral block. That's the size of it. It's better when you can't see me, isn't it? Power station. Power station. One of those. Let me just turn him on. Turn on the USB at the back. So hopefully he hit that one. Back lights on. Hit that one. Front lights on. And that's it. So we're wiring the whole van out of a power station. It's way of the future. Power station. Yeah, saves messing around with one of them split chargers, leisure batteries and all that. It's all in a one. And then if Steve invests in that alternator charger, the EcoFlow alternator charger, 800 amps that'll put into that machine there. So if he's driving, if this is flat, if he's driving for 3/4 an hour, that'll be fully charged. So way of the future, man. Right, just got to button it all up, so I'll show you it all. Worktop back on. You don't want to see me doing all that. I'll put all the gubbins back in, put the worktop on, and we'll do a quick tour of it. Right, I'm done. My work here is done for the time being, until we upgrade a couple of cables and put a few more bits and pieces in. Oh, I've got to change those fuses, but that's it. So I'll give you a little spin around and show you what we've done. And here we go. Yeah, obviously we need a bit of a hoover going on. Put the plinth, covered the plinth up. We fitted these little turn buttons. You get them for back gates and things like that, but they do the job to hold the bits and pieces. Got his pigeonholes. So in all these, IKEA do all the little pockets that sort of slide in them, and we can use the same fixings there to stop all those sliding out. Well, you've seen before, they all just slide in, so you can have a big open space or whatever. got to decide on what sort of sink he's going to put onto the top. The old worktop. Oh god blimey, some interesting scribes gone on down there. Put a little upstand on the back. Kind of scribed it round that way as well. Yeah, a little upstand on the back there, stopping it from sliding. You've seen the power station, that's it all wired in, connected there and all that. The EcoFlow sat underneath the bed. Just got to finish decorating the bed off in some dark colours. Bits of wood under the bed. Yeah, they're the slats we got from IKEA. They're doing the trick. And yeah, the lads did a lovely job of the upholstery, as it were. And obviously we spoke about the blinds and how they work. And if necessary, you can always drop back on You can always drop back on one of my videos. It's looks like blinds to me, or something like that, or curtains for me. Here we go, out to the side door. You're like, oh my word. So Steve's just got to finish decorating the rest of this other side here. So where we've set it up is these are my little water bottles out of old Lancelot. Yeah, they'll sit there. So he's got his water supply. He's got storage underneath the plinth for all his bits and pieces. Yeah, some mad scribes gone on here and there. Yeah, drop back and you can have a look at that video. Looks like curtains or something. Yeah, that just shows you how to put those blinds up a bit more in depth if you want to. If I knew how to do it, I'd put a link on the thing up here, but I don't know how to do all that. So that's it. That brings this one nicely to a close. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, sticking with it. Bit of a drawn out one, but all in all, it's only took them a week to do the upholstery, and we've been on it now for sort of 3.5 days. Something like that. Doesn't take long to put this stuff together. Anyway, thank you all so much for sticking with it, subscribing, supporting. I'll catch up with you lot next week some point. All going well. May your gods be with you. Watch how you go. Love you all. Adios amigos. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye.